my name is Amber. Welcome back to my channel, Amber Reads Romance. Today I'm just doing my intro on a vlog. I want to do some billionaire romances, and mostly I really wanted to do Ana Huang. I had read the first few books in her Twisted series, but I need to finish Twisted Lies, and that's a billionaire, a Christian. And then I need to start and get in that new series because she's going to be having the second book come out in it. So I want to read King of Wrath. And so those are both billionaire romances. I wanted to read some more billionaire romances because I don't usually read a lot of those. So I might have another book involved in this, but mostly I think I might just focus on those two because I really want to get ready for her next book that I think is coming out next month. So I'm going to get started with Twisted Lies. I kind of put it off for a while because it is a thicker book, and sometimes I'm like, I don't really want to read a bigger book. And I didn't really like Twisted Hate as much as everybody else did, but Christian really interested me, and I really want to read his book. I think he's the kind of hero that I love, so I'm really excited to get reading on that, and then I will start King of Wrath. All right, so I will see you in a bit once I do my first check-in. I'm probably going to start like right now, but I will check in with you on Twisted Lies in a bit. Hey everybody, just wanted to do my quick check-in already. I did start Twisted Lies, and I'm freaking loving it. I love Christian. He's the kind of hero that I love. He's alpha, he's dominant, he's dark. There's some kind of history of like, you don't know what this guy's done. He runs like a security group, but he's a billionaire. He owns this building where in the previous book, he let Jules and Stella live there for like a way discounted price, which I thought was fishy at the time. And the way he would look at Stella, you could tell there was something there. And this man is obsessed with her. Like, he is all in on her, but kind of irritated with himself that he likes her so much. So I'm about 20% into the book, and I just love it. Basically, like, she's living in his building. She's an influencer, but she was also working for a magazine. And she also has like her like nanny, I believe, that she is paying to stay in this facility because she has Alzheimer's. And so she's got a lot on her plate. And Jules had just moved out because she's with Josh now. So he even agreed to like let her keep the place if she took care of his plants. Like, what? I mean, Stella, how can you not see this guy is into you? Anyway, she's this gorgeous, beautiful influencer, but she's got like a heart of gold, and I love her. And Christian is obsessed and very possessive. Even though they're not even together, like, I love it. Like, I love his possessiveness, and I'm so excited about this book. Like, Christian, he might be on my list now, you guys, and I'm only 20% in, but I'm feeling it. So they basically end up deciding to do like a fake dating thing because she needs to get more more followers. She hasn't hit that 1 million followers, and she wants to get this deal to be an ambassador for designer. And so she needs that extra it factor, and she's noticed that other influencers that are like dating or in a relationship, they're like getting more attention and more followers. So they decided to do fake dating, but he does say like, you can't show my face, you can take pictures of me, but like not my face. And he wants her to be his like arm candy at like charities or events that he has to go to. And she was like, well, then they're going to know it's you because I'm going to be at these events with. And he said he didn't care if people knew they were together. He just didn't like his face online, or he doesn't like want to be in social media, that kind of stuff. So I'm really loving it. You could tell that she has like kind of a stalker, that she's constantly feels somebody watching her, and she brings up somebody that like hasn't been following her for a couple years, has gone radio silent. So I'm feeling like that stalker is going to come into play here. So I'm really loving this book. It's a hit like so far. So I'm really excited. So I'm going to keep reading, and I'll follow up with you guys in a bit. Hey everyone. So I totally forgot to do a check-in last night. I was reading all night, couldn't put my book down. I'm absolutely loving Twisted Lies. I think this is probably going to be my favorite book out of the Twisted series. I love Christian. I love Stella. I think they're such a beautiful dynamic together. He's very possessive, very alpha, very dominant, and those are the type of guys I love to read. So he's like one of my tops now. I'm kind of doing an update outside real quick because my son's playing video games with his friend online, and so he's screaming pretty loud in the house right now. So anyways, I'm about 60% through and things are finally starting to heat up. This is definitely like a huge slow burn. Christian's trying to fight the draw he has to Stella. She doesn't want to get totally involved with him because she knows he's made it clear multiple times that he doesn't believe in love. So she doesn't want to get like hurt. But she's definitely attracted to him, and she's never really been a sexual person, never enjoyed sex, never cared about dating. And so like he's definitely awakening her in that way. So I really like that. She's basically had more issues with the stalker because their fake dating has kind of triggered him to start sending letters again, and then one ends up being in her house in her bedroom, and so she doesn't feel safe, and Christian's very protective over her, so he basically tells her to come live with him and he ups her security. And so there's a lot of that going on. She's actually had a really good scene with her family because her family treats her like shit, gives her a lot of insecurities, making her feel like her dreams aren't valid or what she wants to do is good enough. And they actually have dinner with Christian, and she stands up for herself, and Christian stands up for her because he doesn't let anybody talk to her like that. And it was a really good scene, even though it was sad because her dad like kicks her out and all that kind of stuff. But she finally... Oh, my dog's coming over here. She finally sticks up for herself, so I really appreciated that. And she does get that big deal where she's the brand ambassador, so she is doing lots of different shoots. Oh my God, seriously? The dog climbs over me. So she's doing lots of different shoots, and he'll like go with her even though he's super busy because he wants to be with her and protect her. And so now they're currently in Hawaii at another shoot, and it's like the last day, and things are finally happening sexually. He's super dominant, super alpha, and it looks like Stella wants that in a sexual relationship. It's super hot. I love Christian. He's so like touch her and you die. That's Christian. So so far, like, this is like a 5-star read. I'm loving it. Like, it's a longer book, but it doesn't even feel that bad because it just draws you in. Ana Huang is such a good writer, and it's like easy to read. So I'm excited. I will try and either finish it today and give you an update, or I'll probably update you tomorrow if I have time. But definitely I'm probably going to finish it today. So I will see you when I give you my final thoughts. Hey everyone, I just got off work and I wanted to give you an update. I did finish Twisted Lies. I couldn't finish it last night. I had a pretty bad migraine all day Sunday, so I tried to finish it on my breaks and stuff today at work. And I absolutely love this book. Christian is one of my new favorite like leading heroes. I loved him. He was so alpha, possessive, dominant. But he was like just such a simp for Stella. He loved her. Even though he said he didn't believe in love, obviously he was wrong. He falls hard and he really puts her first. He's a like touch you and you like touch my woman and you die kind of man. There's some really funny scenes of like a guy. I mean, maybe it's not supposed to be funny, but I thought it was kind of funny where a guy groped Stella in public and she's like, don't make a scene, you know, blah, blah. And he's like, I'm not going to make a scene. And later on the next day, he ends up attacking this guy in a pretty brutal way. And it was pretty classic. So I do love Ana Huang's heroes. They're always super dominant and alpha. And so I think Christian is probably my favorite. I loved Alex from Twisted Love. That was like my first favorite. And this one I actually think might be the favorite of the series. So I gave this 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. I think it was such a great series. To me, Twisted Hate kind of fell flat for me, even though I think it's because it's so like hyped by everybody that it just kind of let me down. But otherwise, like, this book was 5 stars. I loved it. It was such a good end of the series. Had a good epilogue. The last few chapters were really nice because it's like kind of summing up the whole friend group and everybody and seeing them and like further down the line, like 4 years down the line with like kids and everything. And so I absolutely love this. I thought it ended good with like the stalker. There was a third act kind of breakup going on, but it was a valid reason. And I thought, you know, Christian really worked hard to get in her good graces, and by opening up himself and all that kind of stuff. So I would definitely recommend, if you haven't read this yet, definitely do it. I mean, I'm probably one of the last people that's finally reading this, but I absolutely loved it. I love Christian. He's one of my new favorite alpha holes. He's amazing. So anyways, I will probably be reading a different book for a different like readathon right now, but then I'm going to go into, King of Wrath after that. So I will check in with you later once I start that book. Hey everyone. So I started reading King of Wrath. I'm about 30% in and I'm really liking it so far. Not a lot, like ton is happening. It's kind of slow moving in the beginning, but I don't mind it. It's kind of introducing you to these characters. So this is an arranged marriage between Dante and Vivian. Sorry, I forgot her name already. Anyways, it's late. Sorry. And it's kind of like he was blackmailed to be in this marriage. He does not want to marry her. So her father is blackmailing him, has stuff on his like brother that's dangerous. And so he's being forced to marry Vivian and he is not happy about it. So Vivian's innocent in this. She's kind of, I like her character. She's very strong, independent, beautiful woman. But at the same time, she's willing to like just do an arranged marriage for her father because family is really important to her. And so it's kind of crazy to think that you would just settle for that. But that's different, you know, families, different cultures. And so she is willing to do that. So she's coming in just to do the right thing and do what her family has always done, which is arranged marriages. And she has no idea her father had like basically blackmailed him into this. So Dante's like coming into this like kind of taking out his aggression or hating on her father onto her because her father basically came, like they came to an agreement and Dante basically said, oh, I want a year away. Like the wedding will be a year away because he wants to get time to try and find this evidence that this guy, her father has on him and get out of this marriage. But her father also said, well, no, you guys have to live together. So then you have a forced proximity situation. So it's arranged marriage, but they're not married yet. I think most of this book is going to be of them being like living together for the year, I'm guessing. But so far you can feel the sexual like tension between them. And, I like both the characters. There's something that Ana Huang does just so amazing, which is writing a possessive, overprotective, like kind of dominant man. And she just does it so well. Like he's not interested in her, at least that's what he's telling himself, but he's already showing some possessive, like attributes already. So I really like it so far. Not much going on yet, but probably gonna go to bed since it's a little late here. Sorry, the lighting's kind of off. But I didn't want to get up and go film anywhere. So, so I will check in with you guys tomorrow once I get a little bit further into the book. But so far, I'm enjoying this book. Hey everyone, I haven't checked in for a bit, so I just wanted to do it. I'm about to clock in at work here. I am about 70% through King of Wrath. I'm really enjoying it. I love the characters. Dante is very alpha, you know, grumpy. It is kind of a grumpy sunshine a little bit, which Ana Huang does really well. He's very possessive. And I like this book because it's not super angsty. I do like angsty books, but this one's not like super angsty or him being like such a jerk to her the whole time. He actually is just really drawn to her. She's such a beautiful, kind, giving person. And so even though he wants to hate her for what her father did and blackmailing him, he can't really hate her. And so they slowly start to get closer and closer. They did go to in Bali with his parents, who that's kind of an interesting backstory, how they kind of like pretty much abandoned him, and he was raised by his grandpa. And so he doesn't really have a good relationship with them. And so they have to go stay in their house, and they stay in, it's like a one bed thing. So they finally share a bed. They kind of mess around a little bit, but of course he pulls back because he has this, thing against her father. He's trying to get out from this blackmail, find all these pictures that he needs to get destroyed, which I love in this book because he's continuously working with Christian's helping him find these things. And then that way he can get, stop this forced engagement, forced arranged marriage, and like bring her father down. So I love seeing Christian again. I just love Twisted Lies. It was one of my favorites out of the Twisted series. So I am really enjoying it. I love their connection. I think she's such a beautiful, independent, strong woman, but it's really sad because when her parents come into the picture, it's like she loses her backbone. She just does whatever her parents ask her to. But I don't really understand that because I grew up in a different kind of culture. And, she does bring that up about, respecting elders is so huge, and family and all of that. So I do get it. I just like this whole arranged marriage thing. I would have just said, no, I'm not doing it. But I really love their connection. It's getting a lot more sexier now because I am at the 70% mark, but we are getting to the point where things are going to be revealed because she has no idea about this blackmailing or what's going to happen. And I'm sure when he brings her father down with Christian's help, like things are going to go bad. So I'm kind of nervous for that. But I do love the slow build of their relationship and how they're like in Paris together having this beautiful time. And it's very sweet. So, and it was really funny because in Twisted Lies, you got to see the scene where like Christian kind of set up, kind of got revenge on Dante by sending her, Vivian's ex-boyfriend to her. And so he had like sent a fake text from her saying she wanted to reconcile and everything. So Dante had to rush on a plane and go like interrupt this. And that kind of led to them finally like dealing with their feelings and confronting that. So I thought that was really funny. So I really like this book. So far I'm really enjoying it. I'm going to try and finish it today, and then I will give you an update later. All right, I gotta go clock in. I'm gonna run late here. Hello everyone. So just doing a quick check-in. I have finished King of Wrath, and I absolutely loved this book. I did not love it as much as I loved Twisted Lies, but I did really enjoy it. I do think Dante is a really typical possessive, dominant, amazing Ana Huang kind of hero. I really enjoyed him. I think this romance, this new series, the beginning of it is starting off something a little different than the Twisted series. It's kind of like a more mature, subtle kind of romance that's not so like, all about the angst and all of this, other plot stuff going on. There wasn't a lot of other plot going on except for them going through their day-to-day lives and trying to learn to come together as like a couple. They went on lots of dates and getting to know each other kind of thing. Once Dante was in, like he became all in on her. And I did really like it. I didn't give it a full 5 stars because it kind of felt slow at some points. And, it wasn't like there wasn't this outside driving plot going on. You kind of knew she was going to find out the truth, and it kind of played out exactly kind of what I was expecting. Although I do appreciate her not hating on him for, lying about everything and the whole like forced marriage and all that kind of stuff, because it really wasn't his fault. And he did fall for her. So I really did enjoy it. Happily Ever After. The spice was on point, as always, with Ana Huang. So I really did enjoy this book, and I'm really excited for her next book in the series. So I'm hoping, to read. I think that's coming out next month. So I'm excited to read that. But overall, I gave this 4 stars. Twisted Lies, I loved so much, gave 5 stars. That's one of my new top book boyfriends. So I had a really good time reading these 2 books. And thank you so much for watching this vlog. If you made it all the way to the end, give me, a pink heart. And please make sure to like and subscribe. As always, appreciate you guys sticking with me. If you made it to the end of this vlog, thank you. And I will see you on the next one.